My biggest piece of advice is to open just one social media if you need to when you first launch your shop. All these are really important questions that you have to ask yourself before you even list up a product, before you even make a business. Your target market is the sun. You should be building everything around the sun, around your target market. You need to know why your target market buys what they buy from you. Welcome to the Handmade Bosses show. I'm Steph, and my mission is to help you start, run, and scale an online handmade business and build a creative life you love. I went from being in a 9-to-5 that I absolutely hated to running my 6-figure handmade business in less than a year. So bosses, let's help you get your amazing products out there and get the sales you deserve. Hi guys, and welcome back to a new episode of the Handmade Bosses show. Today we're going to be talking about the 5 things that most Etsy shop owners do wrong. Now this comes from experience. So I've worked with hundreds and hundreds of Etsy shop owners, and these are the top 5 things that I see most people doing wrong. So I hope that these are going to help you and that you're going to get value out of this episode. So the very first one is not knowing your target market. And for those of you who have been with me for a while, you're going to be sat there saying, ugh, Steph, this again. But I do harp on about this because it's super important. I like to think of your target market as being the sun around your entire business universe, right? Or the system around your whole business. Okay, your target market is the sun. You should be building everything around the sun, around your target market. Now, what a lot of people do is that they find out that they're really good at making something in particular, right? And then they end up throwing up a shop, or they're told by their friends, family members, whatever. That's usually the point that they then find me, right? So at that point, you've already got a semi-business kind of there, but it's not getting the sales that you want. And the top reason is because you haven't really taken the time to niche down on your target market, okay? Which brings me neatly onto my next point, which is people don't niche. If I seriously see another Etsy shop, which is a general gift shop, that comes to me and says, I don't understand why I'm not making sales, I need to just, you guys, if you've got a general gift shop, listen, it's not going to work for you. The reason is because yes, gift shops exist. I worked in a gift shop. Now, I'm not kidding. I worked in a general gift shop for 2.5 years. And then in the 2.5 years, this business did not grow. Why? Because it sold high-end jewelry and low-end gifts. Okay. So what happened is that the people came in to buy the low-end gifts. They kind of looked at the jewelry. They weren't in the market for it because they were a completely different target market. But then what would happen is that the people who were after high-end jewelry came into this shop, which had so many different things going on in the form of low value gifts. They were completely turned off and then they left. So that is basically what happens when you have a general gift shop. Yes, you can do it for a certain amount of time, but there will come a time where you add something into your general gift shop that will turn your potential target market off. We have been having some great conversations so far on today's episode, but I've got something even more special for you. You know what it takes to be shown on page 1 on Etsy, right? Yep, you guessed it, increasing your conversion rate. My 3-step framework to skyrocket your Etsy conversion rate is my signature free masterclass. And boss, I'm saving a spot for you. Learn how to increase your conversion rate in 3 easy steps, as well as the top 3 mistakes I see Etsy shops make on a daily basis. Sign up in the show notes or head to handmadebosses.com/conversion. That's handmadebosses.com/conversion, CONVERSION, to claim your spot. Now let's get back to the episode, and I can't wait to see you there, boss. So my rule of thumb is that if your target market would benefit from having different types of product, then that's fine. If you have different target markets within one shop, it's not going to work. So my biggest piece of advice is to niche down and become the expert on one particular product. That leads me on to point number 3, which is they open too many social medias. Guys, there is the big 4, well, the big 5 now, including TikTok. So you have TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Pinterest, okay? And what a lot of shops do is they say, I need to get as many people into my shop as possible. So they go ahead and open all 4 or all 5, right? They might even do something like LinkedIn, Clubhouse as well. But what happens is that you're spreading yourself super, super thin. You're not taking the time to learn that one platform. So my biggest piece of advice is to open just one social media if you need to when you first launch your shop. You can easily get from 0 to 6 figures with 1 or even 2 social media networks, okay? So you absolutely do not need to have the big 4, big 5, big 6. I don't even know how many there are now, but I think you see my point, right? You don't need to have a lot of social media networks. Point number 4, they don't clarify their offer enough. And what I mean by this is that you need to know why your target market buys what they buy from you. So why do they buy what they buy from you? What pain point do they have that your product solves? What are their possible objections to them buying from you there and then? All these are really important questions that you have to ask yourself before you even list up a product, before you even make a business, ideally. But obviously a lot of people listening to this have already got a business. So take some time to really sit down and clarify your offer. And the last one is potentially the most damaging, is don't take advice from too many places. Listen, guys, I know that you're on YouTube or you're listening to this on the podcast or in the Facebook group or whatever. I know that you're coming to these places to find advice. But at the end of the day, if you're taking advice from many, many different places, you're actually really damaging your shop. Why? Because you're taking snippets of advice from different people that have different kind of shops. So what happens? Your shop becomes like a real patchwork mishmash of different people's advice, and it is no longer a business that is true to you, your values, your target market, your brand, and all that good stuff, right? So find one person that you love, and it could be me, it could be someone else. Find one person that is in the situation that you want to be. Do you want to have a 6-figure handmade business? If so, consider me. If you want to be in a place where you want to make 1 to 2 sales a week, then go and find someone that does that. Listen to that one person who is in the situation that you want to be in, so you can trust what they're actually telling you. We really hope you enjoyed today's episode. Don't forget to check the show notes for some more helpful links and also a link to our website as well. Also, you can watch the video version of this over on our YouTube channel. Don't forget to get your free spot on our masterclass, the 3-step framework to skyrocket your Etsy conversion rate at handmadebosses.com/conversion. That's handmadebosses.com/conversion. We would also love it if you could leave us a review on iTunes, as it really helps us to reach more bosses in need. Subscribe to the show, and we will see you on the next episode.